If y'all don't know, if you're not watching the news, recently there's a war going on. There was a school, and it was over 160 girls were killed. And one of the liberties that we have is not having to worry about a siren coming on and letting us know that there's bombs coming down. So I wanted to tell a story from a different perspective, different part of the world. So this is Pray for My Opponents. I had a feeling I was going to die today, so I laced my boots a little tighter. Sturdy where I stand, they can never say I ran. So we stayed, and we prayed. I told my daughter, although things may get harder and you may not understand my departure, in our religion, it's the highest honor to die a martyr. Her face frozen as I told her a story about how I'm a special warrior, chosen to fight for the lives lost and voices stolen. Emotions swollen as each word spoken, I hugged her, clutched her as the outside went from daily commotion to hourly explosion. We prayed. I remember the first bomb landed during Ramadan. I told her her lies ready to speak. She began to weep, thinking the stars would no longer rest in the skies. How the most beautiful painting that's revealed every night was now replaced by rockets and echoing cries, so we prayed. These days more than 5 times. Horrified from outside, we keep the blinds closed, hoping to shield our sanctuary, surrounded by devastation, where stillness turns to detonation. In the quietest moments, only lead the voices amplified. I can't provide protection. No matter how much I clean these arms, my embrace becomes more than an alarm. I'm scared too. Brace for impact with each blast I try to mask, but the glass shattering mimics my voice as it The glass shattering mimics my voice as it cracks, so we pray. Forgive us. Asking for deliverance, knowing I won't return home. Inside, I feel alone. Looking at my daughter, hoping she live a whole life. Knowing mine won't be long, my wife, she started to sing a song. I was soon silenced by the sirens. You see, death was arriving, and on this day, I chose to invite it. I know the mission. Not in any condition, I will defend our home. It's all that we have. And this jihad is temporary. It's hard to bury pride when you die inside. I seen houses turn to cemeteries. Landmines and missiles more than schools in the mortuaries. I'm about to explode. But before I implode, I pray that my daughter doesn't become one of those girls in school that day. I pray that whatever results from my reactions reflect the response of a man who wanted better. I pray that my daughter doesn't feel abandoned for me following the last commandment. That my wife knows I'll be here forever, even if this is our last seconds together. See, outside of this door, it's war. So before I become the prey, I pray not to be. I say a prayer for my opponent. I just pray you know what you're fighting for. Incredible. So this next joint, this came from a story. This is from 2025. If y'all don't know, you can look it up. His name is Payman Farahvar. He's a poet. In 2025, he was sentenced to death by execution for writing poetry. He's from Iran. Like I said, the rules are different there. For me, poetry has been so liberating. I couldn't imagine someone taking that away, especially by death. It sounds crazy to us, right? But it's someone's real life, so this is for Payman. Payman Farahvar, a poet, was sentenced to death for writing a poem. But I hope you keep writing. When that voice in your head start whispering, and that light you so desperately trying to hold on to, start flickering, I hope you keep writing. Throughout history, poets have had their work censored and outright deleted for speaking on political views or maybe even questioning religion, as if it were our decision. But poets, we create the art, not the conditions. You see, even the candidates condition. They call it military complex. You see, Soon as I pushed the button, my pen became a bomb threat, so I keep writing. Cause a poet was sentenced to death for writing a poem. You know, I guess with all that night vision and infrared, what they read instilled fear from the darkness in them. And we still haven't seen Epstein's list or found all of the children missing. Now imagine a system where we're free but gotta ask permission. We make it out of the mud just to get stuck in prison. It was written with bloodstained pens from souls subjugated to shackling their own salvation for the betterment of a nation. But, you know, with so many hesitant to speak, it's no wonder the president's so weak. He represents the people. And keeping you calm and quiet is a primary priority. See, as a poet, every performance is an opportunity to exhibit nonconformity, questioning authority. But they corrupted your mind, so now injustice is a normalcy. Instead, you use art to gain attention. But the answer's in your intentions, that's why we question you morally, so keep writing. Our art is not redactable. You know, it's natural, they moving bilateral because it's factual, so keep writing. Because a poet was sentenced to death for writing a poem. As if poetry hasn't given us life. You see, poetry kept me in this world, and when I return, I hope to be the sun in the day or the moon at night. Just a light reminder. The path you're on will always be gifted with guidance. And for those wandering in silence, yeah, we see you. We take that as a sign of alliance with those compliant. Defined as Nat Turner, we are no longer relying on nonviolence. And your denial proves the proof. How these words provide power to the poorest. Payman Ferahavar, a poet, was sentenced to death for writing a poem. So I wrote a poem, hoping to birth more of us. Incredible. I appreciate y'all. Thank you very much. That's INCREDIBULTUT. I appreciate y'all. Thank you.